What's up, everybody? Garrett back here to do a quick review talking about my first thoughts of Rob Zombie's The Munsters. Now, I don't want to spoil this at all. I just want to give you my quick thoughts and review. I just got done watching it. Again, when it comes to The Munsters, I did a quick trailer reaction. I was really kind of indifferent about what I thought about the trailer. I know a lot of people were really outspoken on how bad this movie was going to be. I kind of was a little bit quiet on that. I was a little bit concerned when all of a sudden it went to Netflix, was no longer going to be in theaters, which we all assumed it was. I was a little bit suspect of that, thinking that, hey, this is probably not going to be that great. So going into it, I tried to keep an open mind because, again, I've talked about this. Overall, I'm a Rob Zombie fan. I love his music. More or less, I kind of always dug his movies. There was a couple here and there that I just personally didn't like. You know, 3 from Hell, 31. Like, those really just weren't my jam. So I was hoping that this was something that was going to bring him back in my eyes because I knew he was such a big fan of the Munsters. So to give him this franchise and have him kind of run with it, I thought would be right up his alley. Now, we weren't sure if we were going to get something dark or funny, but after watching the trailer, it seemed like it was going to be funny, hokey. I don't know if it was made specifically for kids or original fans or whatnot. But man, after watching this, I will say, I did not like this at all. I have ordered the Blu-ray. It was supposed to be here today. It got delayed. So I ended up watching it on Netflix. And there's a couple things. I mean, I'll say this right off the bat. I think it looked visually stunning. And Rob Zombie always does that. Like, even in 31, as much as I didn't like it, there was some cool visual shots there. The makeup in the Munsters was good. The outfits were good. I mean, visually, it was stunning. It had neons, like you kind of see over here, greens and purples, and it was really, really neon, which I think gave it a good aesthetic, but I think at some points the neon just got really crazy where it was unnecessary, in my opinion. But overall, stunning looking movie. I think there was some great visual shots in it. But, you know, that's pretty much all I can say about this. I didn't get it, I guess. It was, I guess, supposed to be for kids. To me, this didn't feel like a movie. This felt like maybe a made-for-TV Halloween special, which had no reason to be about 2 hours long. Like, I feel like this could have ran about an hour, maybe an hour and 10. And it could have came off to me like something I would have watched back in the early 90s, you know, around Halloween, which may have helped this film, in my opinion. It was like an origin story. But man, you know, watching this, it just wasn't really for me. And I was going into this with, again, higher hopes than not. And I had already bought the Blu-ray under the assumption that I was going to have a little bit of fun with it. But I really just don't know who this was made for. I didn't find it funny. Like, there was jokes in it, and I kind of was cringing at the jokes. Like, in my opinion, I felt like, you know, I'll give Rob Zombie credit. He made the movie he wanted to make. But I think he made that movie he wanted to make too much because I feel like he might have been the only one that really thought a lot of this was funny. The characters, I mean, I thought Sherry Moon did fine, to be honest. Like, I thought she did fine as Lily. You know, the grandpa did okay. I think they all looked good. I just wasn't a fan of kind of how they acted or their voices or anything like that. Like, Herman's voice, really just irked me the whole time. I didn't really like his voice. He looked good, but I didn't like the way he acted. You know, that's just my opinion. And again, I'm familiar with the shows. I haven't watched the show front to back, but I mean, I know it well enough. So I don't know. There was just a more charm to the show. This was just kind of confusing. It didn't feel like a movie. It felt more like skits, like I was watching a play. And, you know, he had these little things like there were cutscenes going to the next part of the movie, and it just didn't flow. Like, it almost felt like it was just, like I said, little skits. But, man, that was my overall opinion on Rob Zombie's The Munsters. I don't think I'd ever watch this again, to be quite honest with you. It's no Addams Family, I'll tell you that. As much as I say it felt like from the 90s. I mean, how can Addams Family in the 90s do it right? And this just, it looked great, but it just wasn't enjoyable. But again, that's just my opinion. I wish I liked it more. Just had a real rough watch with it. And guys, let me know what your thoughts are. I think this is going to be another polarizing one. I think a lot of people are probably going to try to lead the march and be like, it was great. What do you expect? It was fun. What did you think it was going to be? I know there's going to be a lot of that around. I'm just giving you my thoughts and opinion. It's not something I'm ever going to go back and probably watch again. So I am getting the Blu-ray. I will keep it in my collection because I do have a Rob Zombie collection. I do have 31 in there, so I mean, this will just sit right next to it, and I don't know. Maybe my son one day will want to watch it. But as of right now, guys, that's my review on the Munsters. Again, let me know down below. Did you check it out? What did you guys think? I wanted to make this kind of short and sweet just to give you my first thoughts and opinion on this movie. And guys, thank you for checking this out. This is Garrett, Born to be Rad. And like always, stay rad.